Well, hello there, welcome back to Paleo Pines. In a sweet release, we don't have to worry about watering today because it is stormy. I do seemingly have to worry about being eaten because they all seem to want to eat me at the moment and I don't know why. I give them some pretty primo food. Also, it's been like 3 years in game since I've maybe longer than that since I've accidentally hopped on Lucky. Now, I'm not saying Lucky could be a luck determiner, but considering it's a predetermined seed, definitely not. But yeah, no, it's storming, so we won't have any Gallimimus. We'll of course have a Gallimimus by the pond, but it'll just be a static spawn of a storm Gallimimus. Funny that, they spawn in storms. I almost said they storm in spawns, which just sounds like spawn camping. Alright. Let's just zoom by. To be honest, this day is pretty good. I've just picked up the weeds, so we literally have literally zilch to do, but power through and do some ultra rare checks. I reckon by the end of this video, we could be pretty damn close to the end of the year, depending on how bad the watering situation gets and so on and so forth. But that is a very unique peach. I've not seen that pattern of peach on the dinosaurs. It's not an ultra rare. Do not panic, but I've not seen that pattern before. We have a Portals and Kylo, or is it Moonglow? One of the two. Which I will check. I don't think it is an ultra rare every time. I forget what the Kylo's ultra rares are. Where are we? There we go. And Kylo's. It is Moonglow for reference, and Proud, Watermelon, Melanistic, and Albinistic are the ultra rares. In which case, I think I have all of their ultra rares. I'll have to check to see if I've got a Proud. I don't know if I've got a Proud, actually. I think I've made that check before as well. I am curious about the Centros now, though, because I think I've got all but the Portals. We'll need to check. Over here, we have a big fat nerve. Okay. Over here. Ooh, the Raptors are actually up here today. And a big fat nothing, which is fine, to be honest. We've had some good luck recently, and I can't fault that. There will be a point I need to do more quests and stuff again in the future. I didn't do as many as I should have done for 30 freaking episodes, but hey, it is what it is. Also, I think it's around 30. I wouldn't say it's definitely 30. I'd have to count. It does look like it could be 30. I've just looked, and I think each row is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's got to be 16 a row. And 16 plus, yeah, 14, 12, 30. So I think it's about, I think this is literally bang on 30. I must have actually done the maths. Crikey. Subconscious maths strike again. But yeah, no, quite chuffed with that. I mean, if something drops in the meantime, like an update, obviously we'll do update showcases and maybe 1 or 2 future videos, if you will. But overall, pretty sure I'm got myself covered until any major updates. And if you want to see me play the game as it is anyway, you just check me out on Twitch, because if an update drops, I'll be playing it on Twitch anyway. It's always good when you get like backlog of stuff just to clear the mind effectively. It's really nice, and I've enjoyed doing it like for the last 2 times, and I continue to plan to do so. And this should definitely take me to my next time off effectively, so that's the idea between each time. I'll get some time off, I think, next, a little bit in August, a little bit in the end of July, but there is a 3-dayer off in, I think, October, and a little bit of time off in December as well. So for the October one, I only actually have to make videos that will get me to December. Then December's only got to get me till January, because that will be when I take time off next, because I always like taking 2 sets, also effectively 15 days of work off in January. It's a very nice red and a very nice green, but not what we're looking for. Microraptors will be over here, and we have 3 honeysuckles, which is kind of weird actually. It's 3 are the same. We have a cherry and a creamish colour. Okay, well, easy, quick day, can't complain. Let's power through, see if we can get at least the end of this harvest. I wouldn't mind that, but I don't think we will. But I'll make good progress so that when I'm on stream next, it'll be pretty much there. Be funny, by the time I catch up with the recordings next, I will be like another year to 2 years in advance on the stream, which is hilarious. Because I won't need to feed too much, because I'll do a massive refill of feeders. And I won't need to harvest or plant for a while. Yeah. It'll just be non-stop, constantly pushing through the days, and I can't wait. And I like the fact that we can get that done during the recording sessions rather than on stream and stuff. It just frees up that time. It is nice. Now, we are aiming for around a 45-minute video. Again, I was thinking an hour, but I'd like some time just before everything. Like, if I can actually get 2 videos rendering, perfect. I won't, but perfect. Before I can go to the shop quickly and get some monster and some food for dinner. For what I'm having for dinner, I still have a 0 clue. I'm thinking some noodles. It's nice and easy. Also, it's not raining today, god damn it. One crop needs weeding. Oh, did I check for weeds yesterday? Not the end of the world, to be honest. Right, 2, 3, no. This is the first time in a while that they've not been in locations I can spot them. And it happened the other day, so not the first time in a while, but like 2 so close to each other after not having that issue for a while is kind of weird. No, okay. Well then. I should have left the image of the ultra rares on my phone in case we get across anything that's quite ambiguous, but I do have a good rough idea now whenever I see something, if it's an ultra rare or not, going, that's not an ultra rare, etc. And I'll even say that I know it's not, but I want to check what it's called, because if I can get into my head what it's called, then I'll know it's not an ultra rare. Like, all the time. It just saves a bit of time. Oh, so my eardrum pop. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. It's like a little vibration before it did it, but it was like, and it just popped, and it's like, ow. At least it gave me a little bit of warning. Can't fault it for that. And we'll run in circles, because why not? 1, 2, no. I'm starting to get quite peckish. I don't know what I'm going to have. The noodles is always a good shout because it's really freaking easy. I like getting pepperami, which is like a... It's, I guess an easy way of describing it is... I think it's like a Slim Jim. Is the Slim Jim just dried meat in a stick? If that's the case, yeah, it's like a Slim Jim. If a Slim Jim is something different, then it's not like a Slim Jim. I think that's an easy way of describing it. It's like that, and just like literally getting a knife, cutting it nice and thin into like little rounds, and then just frying that off. Maybe a bit of onion. I do like onion in my noodles as well. Maybe a bit of pre-cooked streaky bacon, and then throw the noodles in, bring it to a boil, throw the seasoning, or in this case the flavored oil in, fry it off, and wunderbar. Just comes together really nicely. I'm a gourmet and a gourmand. I just felt something on my arm and I had to double check to make sure it wasn't a freaking spider. Oh, I would have pooed my pants a little bit. Right, 1, 2, no. I'll be honest, I think this entire video will be a big fat zilch on the ultra rare front. Call it a premonition. But as long as we can get at least one more by the end of the year, I'll be confident we can start to claw our 7p year average back, especially with the picnics we've got coming up. We should be absolutely fine. But the jury's out, so don't hold out too much hope. Wait. Green. Okay, there's 3 greens. 2 honeysuckles or rust, and whatever that blue one is. Is it flooded? No. And down there, as you can spot, based on... You might be going, oh, it could be an albino. No, as you get closer, you see the light blue. Hang on a minute. I can't see a snoot. Oh, it's a black snoot. Yeah, black or orange snoot. And this is the day-based Trudon, which is very nice. But not what we're looking for. But yeah, like, from a distance, like, that really can fool you. I know that they'll be just pure white, and I get that. It'll be quite easy to spot, but sometimes the brain does do tricks on you. There's the second one. There. Perfect. That's another day done. Obviously, we have to now go back and water and weed, etc., etc., but it's fine. How many? Oh, 150 crops by the time we left the house. It should be around, I guess, 70 now? And they've been doing them in the most annoying patterns. Like, at least finish the, like, 2 or 3 blocks. 52. But watch this. 52 would make you think, oh, there's 3 that you'd have to go over and water. It should be about 5 of them. It's been the pattern. Yeah, look, all 5 need to be watered. So annoying. Doing it on super speed to give them a chance. I'm just going to just focus on a couple of these quickly. So I'm actually going to go to the one at the back right so that they can try and finish that one. I'll leave these 2 because they've got one on either side that's been completed, so it should hopefully focus efforts. There we go. Now if I come back to the watering hole, hopefully that guy back there, that little overraptor, is going to finish that off, because there's 2 blocks. One there. You can do it. He's going to do it. Amazing. These guys, we've actually got like 4 currently working on it. I think we just hit the cap. No, wait. Oh, seriously? Oh, that's okay, because the overraptor did it. What about you, guy? Go on, mate. No. No. Look, they've been finishing with a 1. Look, all of them have finished with 1 left. Every single one of them. Why? You have plenty of stamina. I didn't use the super speed to let you get a chance. Just being little buggers. Just being little buggers, honestly. 1 crop needs weeding. Fine. Right, which one? This one. That was easy. Right. Throw everything away. Good lord, we pick up so much crap. Kind of good for, like, gathering quests, so that you just have loads and you can still build furniture where you need to, which is going to be important when we get to that library quest down the line, because good lord, that was like 18 billion pieces to make 1 component. Kind of reminds me of Jurassic World Reborn or Prehistoric Nature, I suppose. I'm picking up a buttload of cherries. And turns out a buttload is 8. Who'd have thunk it? I'm pretty sure I could fit more than... No, that sounds bad. But you get the point. Right, let's have a look. That's all 4 of them, so it's only 4 today, which isn't horrific. No watering needed, because, thank the heavens, it is literally raining. And we can just zoom by. Oh, my feet are dying. Doesn't help that I like spend so much time stood up in the kitchen painting little war dollies, and then actually went out and stood on my feet pretty much most of the day. Like you do with your feet, but like outside. In Converse that really aren't built for what we were doing. I was playing footy and stuff, and it was just oof. Footy is the term we use for football, FYI. Over here in sunny old England. Speaking of, it'll be long, because this video is probably going to get out October-ish. That's a rare, don't panic. I think it's around October-ish, actually, yeah. Crikey. Yeah, no, it'll be long over. But in 2 days' time, England are playing Spain, question mark, in the Euros. So Euros 2024. And people are obviously in England quite patriotic when it comes to footy. Like, I don't watch football, but I watch international football, especially competitions. And the Euros, the World Cup, they're like the exceptions. I'll actually watch football, basically. There is an element of maybe they might bring it home, but every year you go, it's coming home, and guess what happens? It does not, in fact, come home. So, I think if we keep saying that, it will end up just be a permanent jinx, and we've got to stop saying it. But it's fine. Right, 1, 2... Wow. All 3 are the same. Kind of weird. I'm not going to lie, Chief. So they're, like, in sync as well. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I must say, like, the biodiversity of Paleo Pines is... It's alright, to be honest. Obviously, you don't see all the small things like bugs, or the big things like bugs. And that's the reason I say, like, the big things, because if dinosaurs are around, then it begs the question, like, does that mean, like, prehistoric megafauna in terms of, mega bugs and arthropods and spiders are still around? I don't know. It terrifies me for that thought. I imagine you go to bed and you wake up and like there's a giant arthropleura just like nomming on your wooden settee. You'd just be like, oh, not again. Get the super raid out, You know, the super raid bug spray. And then just put a lighter at the end of it and deal with it. As if it's like a normal practice you'd have to do, which I guess it kind of would be. You'd like have adaptations at this point for that sort of thing. But hey, also, I could be wrong, and someone correct me if I am. There's like the very minimal technology, like we have like electricity and stuff, and that seems to be about it for like the lights. But these lights could quite easily be like fire lights. They've got the same sort of vibe, so maybe someone goes around and lights all these lanterns on the way. In which case, what sort of tech do we have? I'm pretty sure there was like a moving van, and we were inside what looked like a modern house at the beginning with Lucky. So maybe it's modern day, but I don't actually know. I'd have to rack my brains, or I could just go back and watch the original cutscene, or I could just start a new game and see the cutscene, I guess. But I'm pretty sure. Right, let's have a look. So on your house, like this looks like ye old England anyway, so I can't say for certain, but it looks pretty thin. These, I'm just gonna have a verification. Can I see a bulb in them? Oh yes, I think I can. I can see a bulb. Okay, so we're definitely in modern day. Just the thought I had randomly, like, are we in modern day? Like, there's some elements of it that I look at it and I go, no, we're not. And then some other elements, I'm like, yes, we are. Like, some of the architecture looks quite pretty recent and stuff, but... Oh, hang on, I've got a great way of determining it. Do we have signposts, no, lampposts in here? See, that's not a traditional lamppost. But it has got a bulb if you look in the centre. Wait, no, is that a bulb or is it a candle? Hold up, if I go down just a little bit. That's a candle! It has a wick! Right in the centre. That's definitely a wick. So... But we have a good flowing water, then again, so did the Romans, so... Let's not rule anything out. But, like, some of this design is just definitely modern day. It's just... I don't know. A place that time forgot, I suppose. You don't see anyone pulling out a phone, you know, so on and so forth. Like, this would be perfect. As much as it would be dope to see the dinosaurs, the lack of technology in this area would be literal hell to me. I can just get the vibe from all of them. They're like, oh, you don't need technology. You don't need Wi-Fi. We didn't get any Wi-Fi installed. You don't need Wi-Fi. And I'd probably go postal, to be honest. So, yeah. I wouldn't mind living in the city with a bunch of dinosaurs. That's fine. Not even the city, a town. Just not a place in the middle of nowhere. Right. Do we have any weeds? I've already done it. Sick. Come on. What's another day full of rain? I mean, I can take it. I'm okay. Just a little bit of rain. Why not? Damn it. Yeah, I know. I got the most out of it. It's fine. How much weedage did we get? Only 2. You can see all of the little dinosaurs just running by slowly but surely because you see the giant green bars above their head. Let's watch the little traffic just go by here. Adorable. Now I could just sit in the ranch for a couple of minutes and let them actually catch up. Also, I swear Lucky just blinked on that image. That just scared the crap out of me. What the French? Like, what? That's weird. I'm letting go of buying new things. Sorry, caller. Amazing. What's this? Merry Wisdom Day. Rushing was losing the past, how the prizes must take forever. Yeah, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Just wondering, like... Tell you what would be really fun is if you got, like, random amounts of dinosaurs spawning each day. Like, you have a minimum. Like, the minimum of these guys would be, like, 3. And you could go all the way up to, like, 9 or something for the Pachycephalosaurus. Just, like, a random number generator. That could be a good little mod. More dino spawns. Or less in some cases, I suppose. Obviously, I'd like it to be weighted to more towards more, or the current average. But you could still get a day where you get less. 3 now. There's the Polar Dimetrodon. Very, very nice, but a rare. However, on the Sarco and the Tyrannosaurus Rex, it is indeed an ultra rare. Oh, it is warm. It's a very orange T-Rex and a very coffee-like. Allosaurus. Well, you two are still not ultra rare. I would love it to get one day, but I don't think today is that day. That's fine. We have 2 oranges of you as well. Okay, so that's the postos checked as well. You 3 are a no. So are you 2. I've got a prediction going. These are all going to be no's. Watch it be true. It's like I'm psychic. Like I'm legitimately psychic. Right. Rust, yellow, orange, and coffee. Actually, quite a bit of variety in the Protoceratops for a change. I will say, I don't think I've ever had it like with the larger spawns like Corythosaurus or the Pachycephalosaurus. I'll actually have to check this out, but I feel like I've never seen no duplicates, like just a bunch of varied ones. I feel like there's always at least 1 pair of dupes. But it would be nice if it wasn't the case. Let's have a look at the Centros, for example. So the Centros already got dupe, right there. Megalosaurus, well, you only spawn in 1s. The fact that we get 2s of these guys, and I've still got a double, and I occasionally get doubles for the Oviraptors as well, was like kind of funny. Twinsies and all that. You 3, we got 2 the same. You 2, not the same. It's a change of pace. Different ones for all of you 3. I'm actually genuinely curious about this now. The Tyrannosaurus is quite a common one to have the same. It's like pink. The pink one is just very common. We got a pink and a cherry. Wait a second. Cherry is Ultra Rare and Dinochirus, not the Tyrannosaurus, I believe. Double checking. No. Portals, Ocean, Albinistic, and Melanistic. Lovely. 2, 3 rivers. Okay. A 1, 2, 3, 4. A 1. A nothing. Light blue and an orange. Okay. Nothing over there because it's not been raining, of course. Green and cream. That sounds like a really unique food recipe. 2 colors. One is actually a food item. The other is not. Well, I guess if you eat your greens, I suppose. So, like green and cream, you could just say collard greens, for example. I feel like, or cream spinach. Well, I don't know if collard greens always have cream in it. Ones I've had have, which were lovely. I think like collard greens is just like a term for a specific type of green. Yeah, I'm not even giving you the chance today, guys. I'm sorry, but no. Even you, Truman, I'm sorry, mate. Wait, what level are you, Truman? Gotta be pretty high level. Wonder, can I see it in here? Nimbus is screaming. Right. Truman. I've forgotten where you are. I'm looking for the 3s and I still managed to miss him. I think I've missed him again. Oh, there he is. Oh, you can see the level. So Crow is level 13. Proud Fury is 11. Truman's actually only level 12. Oh, I've already watered. My bad. Let's start moving across over to this one. Boop. It doesn't matter how much I help them, we will still get a position where we're stuck down to 1 or 2, like that. Do the super speed once you've started the animation. And hop off. How many weeds? 0. I've already picked them up. I probably already picked them up, to be honest. Yeah, I did. So if we actually have a look, I think I've got how many weeds? Oh, 1,800. Yeah, I think we're good. I think it's like 3 to 1, 3 to 1 or something like that. So we'd have like 600 more pieces of fertilizer, which is 4 more harvests, which realistically I only do 1 every couple of years anyway. But this year it would have covered the entirety of it, bar 1. So yeah, we're good. Right, it is 3 crops need weeding. Yikes. Not that bad, though. I like keeping an eye on that number because it's like, sometimes you get 1, sometimes you get like 7. I think I've had an empty day before. Could be wrong. Right, 3 of the same colour. For the tacos, that happens quite frequently, actually. 3 of the same colour scheme, not all the same pattern, but 4 of the same colour scheme, sorry, for the Gallimimuses. This is genuinely very curious to me, like the biodiversity. I mean, now I'm paying attention. Look, 3 of the exact same on the Coleophysis. Steracos, 1, 2, 3 of the exact same colour. 1, 2, 3 of the exact same colour, and 2 of the exact same colour. 1, 2. Okay, another 2. So 3 of one, 2 of another, and just 1 on its own. Good lord. 3 of the same colour. Today is definitely dupe day. Also, that is a rare, ultra rare on a not a Dinocaurus, on the Tyrannosaurus, but on a Dinocaurus it's a rare, which means they've got like just opposite ones in terms of their ultra rares. However, I need to remember that a Sunray one of those is an ultra rare. I always forget that. Oh, I've seen one, but I forget. 2, 3, no. Oh. Sunray Dimetrodon. Don't see that too often. Well then, let's leave. Right, I've got a really scratchy face. Hold up. Hold up. Mustache is just... It's got so much pollen in it, I'd wager. The allergies are... They're aggressive today. Over here we have 1, 2, no. Ooh. Silver and a blue. Yep. Just missing a little pink hue to make you a polar, which is a damn shame. Don't get me wrong, I love the silver, which is why I kind of love the polar as well. It's like a almost iridescent silver on that guy, on the Sarco, but I just wish silver was an ultra rare for something, you know? And I feel like the Sarco, it would have fit perfectly. Because it's a very nice silver. No. Did get a noble though for the proto, which is nice. Which is definitely... I'm having to freaking check everything. I feel like I'm just regressing. Protoceratops is Arano, Patchy, Para, Pina, Proto. Yep. Albino, Pearl, Moonglow, and Waxflower. So green and blues basically. Green, blue, white, and black. Very easy. Just like when you search, like some of them, like you can tell which ones they're ultra rare just immediately when you see it, and you go, okay, that looks like it should be. Plus, I've never seen it before. It's usually a good indicator. Right over here we have, where's the 4th one? Back there, a red. Do we have any duplicates though? No, that's quite refreshing. And a red and a pink, which were close, but they're not the same. 2 of the exact same for Deinonychus. Just check the Stegos. That happens a lot as well. The Stegos just the same colour. Yep. Ooh, 3 different ones for them. 2 similar but not the same. Check the Archaeopteryx. Coffee, blue, and pink. I feel like those guys have actually got a little bit more variety in their lower level stuff to make up for the fact they've got not much for their ultra rare stuff. I feel like they'd benefit from a few new colours personally. Oh god, my nose has just gone up. Oh, everything's itchy. But then again, I'd also love a new Trudon ultra rare as well, just so that I could say, oh, that's another one I haven't got. Which would be painful. Hyacinth. Ooh. Sorry, my nose is like proper flared up on the outside. Ugh. Light blue and pink down there. Orange and green up here. Oh, that was mega speed. Didn't want that. And, ooh, that's a very, very solid red colour. Usually it's like peppered on. That's like a solid layer of red. Oh, it's getting warm in here. I'm going to be honest, I think I'll make it 45 minutes, let alone an hour. We'll just see if we can power through a couple more days. But it is getting warm. It's all good about knowing your limits and what you can and can't do. Right now, I know these guys' limits. They can't do a freaking thing properly. Can't do anything properly by the looks of it. I know it's a lot of blocks, but a lot of these guys are high level, and in my opinion, the game should just have a hard-coded rule. Do not leave until your stamina is depleted. If you say you can't do something, why can't you say you can't do something? Declare it. If there's not a valid reason, it does not work. Oh, you can't reach the location? Try again in 5 seconds. Try moving around and reaching it, you know? I've also not been doing this in any particular pattern. I've just been spraying. But I get them all. I got them all. Amazing. Right. 1, 2. One more. Where is it? Over here. 3. So they've just flowered, which is good because I think... When did we plant them? It was Thursday at some point. It wasn't this Thursday. I think it was the 4th. It's not like 4 days away. I could be wrong. I definitely don't feel like they were planted yesterday. Let's go to sleep. Oh, the hunger. It grows. I don't know what I'm going to have, to be honest. I've had pizza, so there is that. What am I going to have instead? I don't know. Maybe like a rice meal, or... To be honest, they don't... Like, my local shop doesn't have nowhere near as much option as like other places, so it's like... I'd love to make some like teriyaki sticky pork belly on some very nice rice. With a bit of coconut milk and stock used to cook the rice, once obviously washed it and stuff. Just so it creates this very, very soft, but also quite mushy rice dish, and just throw some sticky glazed pork belly on top. Right, stop it, Corey. You're making yourself far hungrier. But yeah, no, they don't have that there, so I can't actually do that. I do like making that, and I have made it on multiple occasions. And it's like an absolute comfort dish. Oh, beautiful. Right. Let's make that at some point. At some point. I don't think I have an albino posto, and I must say, it's freaking awesome. Well, I have one now, I should say. Right, so that's another one, which means we are but one away. That is just a coffee rose. That is just a coffee rose. That is just a coffee rose. Proto, so we will go up quite a bit. Just a second. That is the one I'm looking for. That is indeed... Oh, no, this is vanilla coffee. Yeah, so that means we've got something to tame now. But, right, hear me out. There is, like, a significant amount of... I've lost my train of thought, I'm so sorry. Brain melt me. But you know, another ultra rare. We're one away from our average, which is pretty reasonable, to be honest. And we've got more than enough opportunity next year to hit the amount. Also, that noise that you hear when I press it is the Pokemon shiny noise from Legends Arceus Zday. Not Zday, just Legends Arceus. Zday's not out yet. But I use it because it's just an easy shiny noise, and also it lets me know if the buttons worked. So I usually do it on stream all the time whenever we see one. And it also grabs people's attention if they're not watching but they're listening. And it just like lets them know that I've got another shiny. It's kind of nice. I think it's actually like a really good way of doing it, to be honest. I regret that I didn't do it sooner. That is now that we are but one away. Also, it's raining today. I haven't got to worry about watering the crops, but I do need to weed them. So we've got 2 crops that need to be weeded, a dinosaur that needs to be tamed, and one more day I reckon we can get through. We should be good to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Oh, I was checking for like if they're the same. Oh, we actually have 2 different Deinonychus for the first time in a while. 2 different Oviraptors. They've been pretty consistently different, but usually that's not always the case. One is a slightly washed out version of the other, but yeah. I'm going to call it the same. I know it's not, but I'm going to call it the same. A light blue, a green, and where's the third one? Seriously, where is the third one? Oh, over there, another green. Sarcasm. At least it was easy to spot. Oh. 2, no. Okay, it's raining. Microbes won't be there. Also, the basin will be flooded. That's good to remember. No point in looking down. So we have a light blue and a coffee. And over here we'll have our microraptors. A river, a green, and over here we have a cream and a green. So, Postosuchus, it's been a while since I've had to tame one of those bad boys. You require juicy. Okay. Well then, at least it was easy. Oh, it is warm. Just looking forward to just chilling in front of the fan after this as well. But I am looking forward to getting some dinner. Right, I've gone past what I needed, which is back here. Juicy, we want... I've got a cherry, but a couple more wouldn't be amiss. And then we want... those. We are getting dangerously low on fragrant, mind you. Especially with that triple picnic coming up. We want to make sure we've got a few more. Righty tighty whities. I want to yawn. And then go this way because I'm going the wrong way currently. Tame this post though. I'm going to call it yawn. Because, not because it's a boring... I need to pick my tools up. I'm stupid. Not because it's a boring ultra at all, but because I'm like currently naming them and things I'm doing at the time, or thinking of the time, or talking about at the time. And I just had a yawn, and guess what's about to happen now? That's right. If you said another yawn, you were on the money. Congrats. Oh, I definitely need another boost of caffeine before long. That is for damn certain. It has been about 8 hours since my last hit, so that's not too bad. Also, saying last hit sounds weird, but you know what I mean. My last little boost of caffeine. Right. Tell you what, though. The last couple of episodes have been pretty damn successful in terms of finding what we've been looking for. Also, what the hell is... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. So, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, big 1. Not too difficult, actually, for just 2 notes. Also, I'm guessing it didn't work. Oh, let's get past that. Because of the previous one where I'd screwed up. Didn't leave it long enough. Or did I not make the last big one big enough? I don't know. Right, I'm going to call you Yawn because guess what happened again? Oh, the poster sure is going to trust you. Also, this would have been a perfect candidate for a Night Fury or Light Fury for these guys, but the Trudon is 100% what I'm looking for. So, Yawn. Okay, Yawn. Thank you very much for your service. Give you a little I'll give you a chin scratch. Why not, you know? Got your attention. Perfect. I'm like playing this right next to your head. It's a surprise you're not deaf yet, mate. Sorry. Right. One more day before I don't need to record this for another 3 or so months. Admittedly, I might record before then if we get any updates, etc. But I think it'll be just around... Legitimately, I think it'll be just around the anniversary of the game, which is kind of crazy. And fun. I do love that. Didn't know if this was going to be a long-staying series. I mean, Parkasaurus, Wrestle Evolution, all that lot, they stayed around for a while. But I'm glad this one is stuck. Right, what am I doing? Oh, going to sleep. I've gone the complete wrong way. We shall fit in one more day. Not as long as I'd hoped for each of these episodes, but I'll live with it, to be honest. Maybe we'll record one down the line of just how long in Paleo Pines before I find an ultra rare. It could be quite funny. You know, have a soft cap, but also have like a soft minimum for one, and then just do a true, real, I record until I get one. It could be a minute-long episode, it'd be hilarious. But yeah. Right. Right, diary. I think I've just saved like 3 times in a row. My brain is properly melting. It's so warm in here. It's only 14 degrees outside Celsius, that is. And it must be like 25 or something in here. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I love summer so much. No, I don't. August is nearly here. I guess, kind of. We're at the 12th of July. August will be when it starts to cool down, especially the later half of August. Like, it starts to hit the autumnal vibes. I love it. I love autumn. I love it so freaking much. In fact, I think autumn begins... I'm actually going to Google it. When does autumn begin in the UK? Just while I look out for the fourth one. Oh, it's a hyacinth. Right. When does autumn start? The 1st of September in the UK. Which is actually a little bit further out than I thought, but less than 2 months. And to be honest, with the way that, like, it feels like seasons shift a bit, I feel like autumn really is just August onwards. August will still be pretty warm at the beginning, but like, the second half is going to be magical. And autumn's not exactly super duper cold, but it's the right temperature, same as spring. And winter is perfect. Okay? Because I can have the window open in winter and I'll still wake up in sweats. I'm not lying. That happens more frequently than you might imagine. No matter how cool the room is, I am dying of the heat. It's just a weird thing, I guess. But yeah, no. It'll be interesting. Like, when I move out to my own place, I've already said, like, my heating bill is just going to be, here's the hot water that you use during your shower. Because I might not mind the cold or not feel it technically, but you definitely start to feel the cold in a shower, I can assure you. Well, I want to watch to see if it gets out at any point. Also, does that silver look a little bit paler than usual, or is that just me? It would have pink scoots, I get that, but... Wow, guy, you alright there? You gonna come out? No. Okay, well, we did the super speed just to see. And I can flat out say, definitely not happening. Happening. But we did our checks anyway. Right, how bad is it for the watering today? Yikes. 4 weeds. Oof. Nope. Alright. Rust, orange, willow, green, and pink. I don't know what those are called. No. Check these guys. To be honest, getting another one before the end of the year is a bit of a pipe dream, but if it was to happen, chef's kiss, alright? We would have the amount of ultra res I need, and I've got the amount of videos I need. There's like a beautiful bow tie in there somewhere. But we take each win where we can, alright? It's all about celebrating the small wins, because they do add up to a big win. And being one shy, after the stress we've had in previous years, I can abso-freaking-lutely live with that. Also, 4 different centros. Oh, isn't that a nice change of pace? Hyacinth and coffee, saturated blue-ish green, and orange/red. 1, 2, 3, no. That is not an ultra rare. This is the rare treasure Tyrannosaurus Rex. If it had the sort of like streak along the side with blue in it, that would be the ultra rare. This is what I refer to as pyrite or fool's gold, because it fools people into thinking it's a treasure ultra rare. It's very smart. But hey, it's still very, very nice. I feel like it, just because of the fact it's got some like slight blue accents, it really does deserve an ultra rare title rather than just separate between rare and ultra rare for those two. I just like the idea of having the pattern being a little bit different. I also feel like the treasure colour would look wonderful on the Sarco. Especially like the deep yellow that they use on it. It's very nice. And over here, the last 2 checks of this episode. No. Well, I think we can just wrap up the video. Actually, let's get back and start watering. It's fun because now I don't have to record this for so long, but I get to stream this regardless each week, so I'm not like losing out on playing the game and getting my itch of I need to find some ultra rares. I'm still getting that itch. It's not being denied. Wow, like 2 of the weeds are over here? Kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Also, we're finishing around 9:20, which is pretty reasonable. because 20ish past 9, because it gives me like 40 minutes until the shop closes. The shop is, I'm not kidding, about a minute and a half's walk away. It's quite nice when you have a local. And all I'm going to do, quite frankly, is sort out a video as soon as this video is finished. Sort out 2 videos actually, get them both ready to render, and hopefully render them. I need to check which videos we need though. Oh, 4 crops, that's it. Right, get that done, save the game, and we can end the video. Come on, where's the last? 1 there, there's 2 over there, and 1 there. Okay, cool. And of course, 1 spawned right in that box, which is going to... Oh, it didn't stop me. We'll save the game. And I will just quickly check the calendar before we start wrapping up, because I want to see. So I think we got it on this Thursday the 4th, so we've actually got 2 more days and it's done, which is great. In terms of the watermelons. If you have enjoyed today's video, please make sure to smash the like button down below. Very much subscribe to Vertico. I super duper appreciate my Vertico. You can be thank you all so much for watching. Have a nice day, and ta-ra.